Hello, welcome back. I'm very excited. Let's do it. Oh, okay, I understand now. Okay, so this wall is not. Maybe it is insurmountable. I feel like the only way to get over this mountain is if we got over it from one of these cliff sides. Is that something we can do? Um. Oh God. I mean, I think so, but like, it's gonna be so expensive that is it worth it? Is the question. Um. And then the other thing is that once you're on the other side, um, you have to do the same thing again. So I'd have to build a ramp on like this is the closest one over here. It would actually be worth like bringing this over here, and then doing a bridge to here. Oh God, I've already like almost used up all of our resources just doing that. It's nice that you can like do these kind of things for free. We don't have a lot of steel. I think they've deliberately cut our steel back. We need to make 5 extra houses happen. And 2 farms are over here. Okay, so actually we do need to like get over this wall. That is the goal, I think. So I think what I'm gonna do, we do have a store. So you know, things can happen. We can do things. I think what I'll do, this might be the first mission where we have to have 2 garages. It occurs to me, but I think I'll be selling resources over here, making steel over here. I think steel is our priority. I know that it's usually bad form to start with steel. It usually ends up biting me in the ass. But seeing as we have the marketplace and the stores and all that stuff, we have a little bit more flexibility, I think. So I think might make a loop for stone. We don't have a sawmill, do we? There is no sawmill. Okay. So we just have to like, we're just gonna have to deal. We're just gonna have to deal. That's honestly, that's this whole business. So let's do this. That's gonna work out for stone and I think wood. So actually, more ideally, we should have something like this, and then I'm just gonna do like a loop around because you know I'm kind of lazy like that. So that'll work both for steel, for wood and for stone for the time being. You'll see how, I think. I'd like to hope. Let's have that guy there, and we'll have a thing there, and then we're gonna have like, obviously when this stone runs out, I'll have to figure something out. I'll have to play a little bit with this, but for now this should work out quite well. Let's get our train going, give him a wood wagon, give him a stone wagon. Now the only thing is, do I want to make a warehouse? I finally said it right. So, do we want to make a warehouse so that we make more steel right away? We do have enough for a warehouse. Actually, no, we don't, because in order to do that, we would have to buy a steel wagon. So we would have barely not enough for a warehouse. I think the answer is that we're gonna have to do this like once, where we don't, you know, we're gonna do one loop where we just, you know, bring back the normal resources, and then what I'll do is I'm actually gonna preemptively extend this by 1. This will be a simple loop. This is fine. So we're gonna go here, pick up, gonna go here, drop off, and eventually that'll be pick up or drop off and drop and pick up, and then basically loop around and then drop off again. That seems like... It seems weird, but I think it will work. I think that this is fine. We're obviously going to need some people here, and we're going to need some people there. I'm going to fast forward a little bit just to let them make their first little bit of, wood and stone. And then I'll get this going. So this should be fine. I think that this is actually a pretty good beginning loop. And I'm basically going to be working on getting steel here for the first little while. What do we need for a second garage? Just brick. Would we have have enough to make a second garage over here and then get something started over here? I notice we don't have anything over here in terms like that we can sell. So it really is just we need to have get farms going. So I guess I'll just like get farms going. I think that that's like really what needs to happen. Where's our windmill? Oh my God, the windmills are all this is a nightmare. I say this, I'm starting to say this like this is the catchphrase of this series. But damn. Just damn. I don't know how to really cope yet. So okay, so now that we have exactly one extra steel, I'm gonna go ahead and buy a steel wagon, and I am gonna stop this train. Well, I'm gonna bring it over here. You know what? I'm gonna let it finish its route. And then basically, I'll attach this steel wagon and tweak this slightly. There we go. That's perfect. Oh, it's not quite perfect because this loop now is not big enough for this train. Perfect. Okay, so now we're making more steel. It would be nice if we could be making money. The market is over here. That makes things a little bit, it makes things tough for sure. I do notice there's a cliff here, but it will actually cost more bridge to build from this mountain than it will just be to go up from this. It'll cost us a little bit more brick, but that's fine. That's just, we're gonna have to be comfortable with that. And I think for this, beginning, I am gonna be focusing for this first trip over. I am gonna be focusing on basically on the farm to start with. Oh, I don't know how I'm gonna like have this. I guess if I was like really like the fact that we can't get wood is honestly the biggest bummer right now. I think that this extra garage is actually not going to end up being useful to us. I think what we need to do is actually harvest rock into brick and then bring the brick to the marketplace. I think we're gonna have to make our money selling brick. And we do have 2 windmills. I don't know if turning one of those windmills into a marketplace is a good idea. We might end up having to do that, but like I kind of do just need a second I do need a second wind, like sorry, not a second. I need a. Oh, we do have a sawmill. It's way up there. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Maybe that second garage is useful after all. Okay. Everything has changed. The game is completely changed. I think this is already out of brick. Yes. So, what I'm gonna do is, I think, the range on these on these stations is quite nice. I'm actually just going to move this guy over here, and then he'll be mining over there now. And that's that. That should continue to work as is intended. So I do want to turn this rock into brick, but the fact that we actually have a sawmill up there, it makes a big difference. So what's the cheapest way to do this? We are running out of brick. I feel like getting a second train for brick would be a good idea. There's all kinds of brick all over the place, but it's going to come at a cost. And the next thing we need is we just need food. We need more people. So I think I'm back to this business. The fact that both windmills are on this side and the city is over here is honestly just the worst. But we do have enough bridge now. I think we don't really have enough wood to make anything great happen. God, this is the worst. I wish that there was an easy way to slope back down. There really isn't. Can you do a slope on top of a slope? Does that work? No. No, you just get the one slope. So, with that in mind, let's I'm going to time lapse this a little bit. All right. So, I just realized that that loop is a little tight for this train, isn't it? So I did make this a pretty ambitious train. We'll see what happens. I realize actually I guess I used the garage over there. I really wish my mouse wheel would just like burst into flames already. But it is what it is. We'll see how this works. I mean, I think it will work. It does seem to be working for now. We will get an extra home. I really hope that it can make that trip for the bread. Yeah, good. Okay, so we have an extra home. I'm thinking I'm not sure. I want to include this farm into the mix. We really need brick. We really need brick. Desperately badly. We also need wood. We're out of everything. The one thing we do have is steel. I'm gonna put this guy back on here. Steel is gonna become like very important. Like this bridge is, we can't do this twice. We really can't. So it would be really nice if we could get multiple trains using it somehow. I really don't think that that's actually going to work or happen, because the thing is that the system for letting trains use the bridge isn't very good. And I just foresee, like, sorry, using the same track. It's not very good because, like, you know, we have to have trains using the bridge in both directions. That's just not going to work. I would just have to build a second bridge, or I could have the bridge coming on here, going in on this direction exclusively, and then coming off on this direction. I could like maybe build a second bridge and then have one direction, you know, one bridge for one direction, another bridge for another direction. That being said, we do not have limitless resources. We have finite resources. The thing I'm really worried about right now is actually wood. So I think that, you know, I think we should get that. I should get that going pretty soon. However, since I have most of the process done already, what I might do is actually make use of the exploit for once, where I basically just like build an extra couple of homes and then maybe steal some of these resources back. So let's go ahead and do that. City center. I'm gonna rebuild this loop. So you're gonna go here, you're gonna pick up, then you're gonna go here, and you're gonna pick up, then you're gonna go here, and well, actually, no, you're not, because I need this to be bigger as well. So then you're gonna go here, and you're gonna drop off and pick up. Oh, and then of course, you're gonna want to go here and drop off. And I guess that means I need this to be bigger as well. And I've run out of brick. So, you know. Oh. This is why you never cut corners. You never want to, you know, go straight to steel without getting wood and brick sorted first. What I should have done is like, yeah, I mean, I needed farms to get a second loop going, but after I made this farm, that should have basically been it. And thinking about it now, I could have saved quite a bit of extra resources. In fact, I just should, by cutting this guy out. Like that doesn't need to. That's a bunch of resources I can save, and instead making this the farm here, since it's already part of the bridge. So we will get a few resources back that way. So you're gonna go there, pick up. You're gonna go here, load out, and actually I need to reclaim this as well. Load out, load in, and then go here and load out. And that's it. That's actually way more elegant and more to the point. This is a very challenging level, I will say. They're getting harder. They're getting much harder. This wall really is a pain. I mean, I can't believe it took me until now to think of this, but we do have a market or a store. We could make a market, aka this second windmill here. Might be not maybe the best choice, or you know, maybe we could make it the sawmill. I'd prefer to make it this windmill. I guess it's better to make it the sawmill, because that way, like, we can always buy wood, but we can't actually buy another windmill. You just can't. So it might be better to make money, because it occurs to me that the better solution is actually to just buy a tunnel. Just buy a tunnel. Like that's the easy solution, and we'll actually get a ton of steel back once we are making a little bit of money. I always realize the correct solution after it's like a little bit too late. So I'm gonna let this do its thing for now. I noticed that this loop is now exactly tight enough that this farm is not making wheat quick enough. So I'm gonna have to put a second guy on there, unfortunately. But you never know, it might be good enough now that we can actually see a second, an extra home out of it. So the new plan is I'm gonna make a wood, system here. Wood, and then we need. Oh, and then I guess we can take it to the store here, make a little bit of money, and then buy a tunnel. That's the solution. I think I have exactly enough. No, I probably don't, huh? This is a bummer. Time lapse. All right, so this is it's a convoluted line, but I think it's gonna work. You know, it's not great, I'll be honest, but it's gonna get us our first couple of bucks, and that's the important thing because now we can actually build. Well, I guess I for some reason in my head it was like $1 to make a tunnel, but I guess it's 3. That's fine. So this is gonna have to make a couple of trips before we can build a tunnel. I think we need 2 tunnels. Oh, one tunnel counts as 2. Oh, costs 5 money. Okay, I mean that's fine. We don't have enough. That's kind of weird how it works. It doesn't really make a lot of sense to me, but I thought that we would have to build 2 tunnels. So the fact that 1 tunnel costs 5 is actually cheaper in a weird way. Kind of works out like that. So where are we at now? We have 2 tunnels. What's the point here? I'm gonna do what I originally set out to do, which was to share this tunnel or this bridge. But instead we're gonna just create a passageway through this wall and have the trains share that. The important thing there is that the way we load trains in and out are the same direction from either side. Our first test case is going to be changing how our food train kind of works out. We can have that guy stop for now. We do need more wood. We're going to gain a bunch of steel back, so I'm actually going to not worry about wood for now. I guess he can continue, but it doesn't really matter because for now, the important thing is that both sides are accessible. The first part is going to be obviously food, and then I'll worry about resources later. This is completely mined out, so we're actually we have as much brick now as we can really have. Like, obviously we have more stone over here, but that's another, that's a problem for another time. I think what I might do is, well, after we get the food started, I'm gonna have this train share the line so that it can pick up money and then drop it off at the warehouse. I know that's gonna seem very complicated. It won't be as complicated as it sounds because I'm gonna probably eliminate this loop, seeing as it's not doing anything right now. But I mean, I'm probably way overcomplicating this because ultimately I only need to get houses. So maybe instead, sorry, I'm just thinking out loud, but maybe instead of worrying about resources, I'm just gonna like kill all of the loops except for the food ones and then have 2 trains doing the food loop. I should have enough resources to make that work, and then they will share these 2 passages. I might even have them going like in the same direction on the loop, so to kind of double up our efforts. So anyway, I'm gonna do one big time lapse to make that happen, and we'll see what happens. We'll make it work. Just trying to. One last thing I'm thinking of before I do that. Just like wondering about if I should still be making money. I don't think there's any reason not to. I don't think there's any reason it could hurt us. So I will have this loop making money. But that's about it. So I'm gonna kill this loop, and I'm actually gonna completely rebuild this one as well. So let's have a time lapse. I'll see you on the other side. Okay, so this is probably end game. I I obviously made changes to my plan. I was gonna have them sharing this center, but I thought it better to just like have two separate loops, using like getting their own tunnel. We'll see if this ends up biting me in the butt. I think it'll be okay, but it could be wrong. I'm really hoping this bread makes it. Yeah, it did make it. Nice. I need this loop or these separate loops to give me one extra home before I can like start making subtle improvements. I'm not sure if that's gonna happen. We'll just have to, watch and see. This guy doesn't have it. So like the loops, the loops are more or less complete. I didn't make use of this farm. Okay, there we go. There's one extra hand. That's really good. And like as as things improve, I can increase the number of people making wheat. I think that's the main thing that's like short right now is there's not enough people making wheat. So if these loops succeed in like increasing the number of homes, then I'll be able to increase the farms, and then hopefully that will lead to more homes. So these are expandable loops. I don't really have anything else to do with money. We can do things like I could buy coffee, which I'm sure will actually help things quite a bit. And what's this last one? Crates load faster. That could also be, that could be good as well. I don't know if there's improvements we can make at the actual farms. I don't think there is. I'm not sure how to improve things. You know what? Let's put a skid at each of these farms. I think that is something we can do. How is this? Where is this getting its wheat? Oh, this isn't loading. That's a problem. I'm not sure why I thought that this was gonna work over here. I guess because I saw this farm, I was like, oh yeah, that's just there. So I'm gonna have to. This is a fairly easy fix. I don't even think it'll add too much to the cost of the whole thing. It'll add a couple of ramps, is about it. But we just go up here, and then we go up over there, and then. Don't tell me I actually did run out of steel. Wow, that's a bummer. Okay. So, oh, am I seriously not gonna have enough? Will this be enough? Okay, perfect. So I actually need to redo this loop because I added a new station. It's kind of a bummer that I have to do that, but pick up, go here, pick up, go here, drop off, pick up, and then go here and drop off. Go ahead, do it. So that'll actually improve things quite a bit, I think. Just watching it. And I tried to play with signals over here, but I think ultimately it's always going to be, I wouldn't say easier, but I guess easier. Yeah, I guess just easier to make a bridge. More expensive, of course, because this is like what, 4 steel and 2 clay. Yeah, 4 steel and 2 clay versus $1. I don't know why I'm so resistant to signals. It's mostly because I don't know how they work. Hey, I beat the level. Who knew? This actually kind of works. I actually kind of almost know what I'm doing. But yeah, this was an interesting challenge. Again, it seems like the first thing you want to do is just like gather as much resources as you can and then focus on the goal. I do wish that it was a bit more like there was a reason to do both. But really, like, since resources, once you have them, are just kind of liquid, like you can just kind of use them when you need them and you get them back whenever you reuse something. That added concession makes things easy enough, or at least gives you no real reason to keep a loop going after you've gotten enough of a resource. Especially if you're getting the resource back, you may as well reclaim a loop. Like, you know, it's completely, you're just recycling basically. We even got another one. Like, wow, I went above and beyond. I probably didn't need to make 2 extra loops here, so I feel pretty good about the fact that, you know, I went surpassed the goal. So let's see our new prize, and we'll call it. This was a relatively quick episode. Quick. You know, I don't know. I beat it a lot quicker than I really thought it would take me. Like the wall, brick wall, I figured that was going to be a lot harder, and it was tricky for sure. Building that first bridge definitely was like the hard part, and then once I was able to make literally any money and build a tunnel, then things got a lot easier. So like this game, I really do feel like it has some replay value, because like after I've done these levels, I start to feel like, you know, like I could have definitely done things better there. Definitely not knowing where the sawmill was, or even that there was one, held me back a little bit. If I could have gotten the wood set up, you know, for making money maybe right away, and then as soon as I had enough for a couple of tunnels, then that whole level would have taken me like probably half the time. So it is really interesting. It's interesting to me how your priorities are completely different in almost every single stage. So I enjoy that part of this. So the next one we'll do is Toy Tower. I am interested. I'm looking forward to that. And then Toy Challenge. That is always, of course, as the name implies, challenging. I feel like the challenges are not actually worth doing unless, like, that's. Let me rephrase. They're not worth doing if you care about progress, because they're not for progress. They're simply there to try and get a trophy. I will, maybe at the end of this entire series, try and I'll do an extra run through of just getting the trophies. That will be challenging, but it's something I think it is worth doing. But for now, I am enjoying progress. I will try them. I'll try them because it's worth, you know, doing them once just to see what you're up against. And who knows? You never know. I might get the trophy on the first try. Who could say? But anyway, if you enjoyed this, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe. Maybe that'd be cool. I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.